Hi friends, I'd like to introduce you to a newish production here at Big Machine, the Coding Interview Bootcamp. This production has been around for a while under a different title, Mission Interview, but a few weeks ago I decided to port it over to a brand new platform, turn it into an online course, and add some content to it. I also decided to revamp a few things in response to the current coronavirus problem that is affecting everyone all around the world. Every day I see messages from people on Twitter who've recently been laid off. This is a stressful time for everyone, and I want to offer my help with this course. I wish I could make it free, but I can't afford the cost of hosting and streaming, so I've reduced it as much as I can, right down to my cost for hosting it, and I'm hoping that it can help you if you're looking for a job. If you can't afford the price, just send me an email. There's my email on screen, and let me know. We'll work something out. The important thing is that you have a chance to find a new job. So what is this whole production anyway? Well, in short, it's a set of videos that I wish I had when applying to Google and Microsoft in years past. Those were some of the hardest interviews I've ever had, and I remember studying for them was a complete nightmare until I figured out a few strategies, which I'll share with you. In this production, I'm going to do my best to help you prepare for a coding interview by reviewing core CS concepts, defining strategies, and answering tough questions. Also coaching you through some grueling practice sessions. You're also going to get to see a master at work, Mr. Jon Skeet himself. Jon's been at the #1 spot on Stack Overflow for years, helping millions of developers around the world figure out answers to various problems. Jon's an amazing human being and has graciously joined me to answer 4 grueling interview questions, showing us how he would do it. Now the best part is that Jon works at Google and he interviews people there all the time. You're going to want to hear what he has to say about the interview process. You're also going to want to watch how he answers these questions. This production is divided into 4 main sections with over 5 hours of video and 12 practice problems, some of which we walk through together. Others I ask you to try and solve first before walking you through the answer. We start off with concept review, going through data structures and algorithms that you might encounter. We then get into screener questions, the first hurdle you're going to likely face before the actual interview itself. These questions are typically a bit less intense, but you have to deal with them anyway. We then get into the weeds, going through 5 tough interview questions together by hand. You're not going to get to code in the IDE during most on-site interviews. If you do, you're lucky. At places like Google and Microsoft, you get to use the shared document, or worse, a whiteboard. I'll show you how I practice writing code with a pen and pencil. It's not easy, but you can get used to it. And finally, as I mentioned, Jon Skeet will join us and show us how he expects his interviewees to answer tough questions. I approached this like any interview. Jon had no idea what I was going to ask beforehand, so you'll get to see the real thing as he answers his questions from the seat of his pants. You have a lot to offer this industry, and these interviews are hard. It's easy to get frustrated, not even try. I've been there, I promise. But these jobs are some of the best in the world, and with a little practice and some strategies under your belt, you can increase your chances of getting in. Let's get to work.